Hello, you guys. My name is Ava, and you may know me from the ThornVet social media, which I run, and I also help with some other marketing things for ThornVet. We have our podcast, lots of great stuff out there, but we are so excited to bring you guys this PDF. We have created an entire PDF guide to our Peaceful Pet supplement. So this is going to be the best ways and the best practices that you can use to alleviate all pet anxiety and make sure that your pets are living the best life possible. It's going to be a comprehensive guide to Peaceful Pet and how to calm pet anxiety within different sectors of all areas of your life. So we can talk about creating a calm environment in your home, then we're going to go into nutritional and gut health situations that can make your pets have anxiety, as well as daily routines and activities that can keep them calm. We're also going to include tips and tricks to implement into their daily routines and activities to keep them calm throughout their life and in their home and in different environments. And we will also have some great information from everybody's favorite, Dr. Keith. He's going to walk us through the reason that these supplements work, what kind of supplements you can use for helping and easing anxiety, and specifically why ThornVet supplements are the best out there on the market. In today's video, we're going to talk about pet anxiety as a whole and kind of an overview on what you can look out for, ways you can combat it, and obviously ways to prevent and help it if it's happening. So how can we spot pet anxiety within our animals? And there's actually a lot of different ways that it manifests, and it's going to be different for every single pet that is dealing with it. Some of the most common ones that we see and that we hear from our customers are that their pets are pacing around the house, they have like restlessness, they're getting up multiple times a night, maybe they're having some GI issues within their bowel movements, things like that. So it's super important to understand triggers of pet anxiety while also understanding that if your pet's having an issue and you think it may be something, you also need to make sure that you're checking out their entire environment. Even if it is a gut issue, it may be related to anxiety or different environmental factors. So super important to know the triggers, and we will go through some of those with you today. So some of the possible triggers that we often see within pets who have anxiety, they can stem from lots of different things. There's breeds that are more susceptible to it. There's certain genetics that make dogs and cats more susceptible to it, as well as past trauma. You see this a lot with maybe dogs or cats who were adopted. If there was some kind of trauma in their lives, they may have anxiety from that you don't know the trigger to. So it's important to watch out for that if you are adopting an animal. Environmental changes, just overall new situations can sometimes spark a lot of anxiety for our animals. So moving states, moving homes, different places you're taking them, as well as separation. It's important to understand all of these triggers. There is a lot more too, and it's going to be specific to your pet. But as soon as you can identify those triggers, you can help alleviate them within your environment and keep their anxiety under control. How will pet anxiety affect them long term? If your pet is suffering from anxiety for a long period of time, it can actually affect them in multiple serious ways, which we obviously don't want. One of which is it can exacerbate existing illnesses. So if they are already having an issue, the anxiety on top of that can actually make that issue worse, which we absolutely do not want to see. Secondly, it can also seriously affect gut and internal digestion, as well as depression and just behavior that is not consistent with their normal behavior. If a pet has been feeling some anxiety for a long period of time, they may become depressed, they may act out, they just might not be themselves, and we absolutely want them to be feeling their best so that they are acting their best and that they are on their best behavior, not only in your home and with your family or your owner, but also with other dogs, other animals, and other people as well. So one of the most common misconceptions about pet anxiety is that there's nothing you can do. And there's a lot that you can do, actually. There are prescriptions, just like there are for humans, that are for animals who deal with extreme anxiety. And there's also more natural ways to help, like things like Peaceful Pet from ThornVet, or also just small environmental shifts. You don't necessarily have to put them on medicine, but really just learning about your pet and their behavior is the best thing that you can do, because once you learn what triggers them and what causes their anxiety, those misconceptions and those things that you may have not thought were anxiety will float away and your pet will be a lot happier. So within this PDF, we really wanted to make something that is actionable and that you can use in order to track your pet's behavior, because establishing a baseline is extremely important so that you can better understand what their triggers may be and what is causing their anxiety. So within our PDF, we've created something called the Peace Tracker. tracker. You're going to establish a baseline for your pet, so you're going to notate their moods, their behaviors on a regular day when they have no stress, when they're not exhibiting any symptoms of anxiety. And then as you move along and make environmental changes, or you start them on Peaceful Pet, or do something, anything to just alleviate their anxiety, you're going to use that Peace Tracker to track their behavior as it changes. So it's super important to establish your baseline, but then also continue to be consistent in watching their behaviors and tracking their moods and their overall feelings. If they're feeling like they're happier, you will know. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and hanging out with us and caring enough about your animals to understand more about pet anxiety. This is the exact kind of stuff that we love to do. We love to educate, we love to help you and help your pets in any way we possibly can. If you have not downloaded the PDF about our guide to Peaceful Pet, you absolutely need to do so. It is one of the best resources in my opinion, I've ever seen in order to alleviate pet anxiety. And we have put months of work into this and are so excited for you guys to have this as a resource.